What's good, everybody? Hope you guys are doing great. Hope you guys are preparing physically, mentally, and spiritually for the dark times that are ahead of us. And I hope you guys are getting wrapped with God and staying strong. Got some more important information to share with you guys today. And I wanted to talk more about this whole topic with the obviously relating to what's coming up, or at least what I really do believe is coming up again. And I'm gonna get right into it right now. But I actually recently just made like a poll question on my, or put up a poll question on my community page. I believe I did that yesterday. And the question was pretty much, do you guys think that there's going to be more lockdowns again, or just another lockdown again, just as a whole, And of course I was referring to just for the entire world. But most people most people picked the yes option. So pretty much most people within this community think that there will be another one, and I believe about like 8% said that they don't think that there will be another one. So pretty much 92% think that there will be, and 8% think that there won't be. So one thing that I haven't mentioned that much on my channel at all is something that I saw back in December, and this was a movie that I watched fully. And if you want to see a perfect example of the future that we're also going to be seeing, go on YouTube right now and look up the Songbird trailer and watch that entire trailer, and you'll see it. Because, and of course, you'll see all of the stuff that happens in that video, and that's a perfect example of the term that we always use, where they try to get you to accept, future agendas, right? And I watched that whole thing, and it really made me think. And it was very clear to me that this is the type of future that they're trying to prepare us for, right? Or at least prepare our minds for. And I watched the whole thing, and I was telling myself, this is definitely what these people have planned out. More lockdowns, martial law, roundups to the what areas, right? Facilities, to the FEMA, right? To those camps, sending people over there, right? And all of these things are, definitely what they're planning on doing. And if you want a perfect example, or if you want to see exactly what's coming, you can go look up that trailer right now. And the movie dropped literally on December of 2020, so not too long ago, about like 6 months ago. It came out. But that was just more, that term that we use, uh, to get you to accept what's coming in the future. And I really do think that there will be another lockdown again too. I definitely agree with what most people have picked on that poll. But with all these talks now, right? As you guys see, I've made some community posts about this too. But with all these talks about about this Delta variant thing, and I even seen the World Health Organization, they actually just warned that, I believe they said that it's in 80 countries now. So like pretty much they're already getting us ready, and they're already talking more about this thing, talking about, this thing, it's more, it's deadlier than the original version, and it spreads faster, and pretty much they're saying that, it's just worse than the original one, right? And you can see where this is leading up to. So you guys remember what happened last year, in 2020, when they locked everything down. Not only did the economy just completely just destroyed, pretty much, right? And not only did they literally call those small businesses non-essential, which is like another way of calling a business not important, basically, right? That's basically what you're saying when you call something non-essential. That's like another saying for, oh, your business is not important. And while that happened, they literally left the fast food restaurants open. And of course, the glyphosate in the food supply is still not banned. The fluoride in the water is still not banned. And uh, all these fast food restaurants continue to stay up, which they deem as important, right? Um, and it still amazes me to this day that people still can't see through this, uh, through this whole, um, this scam that we're still going through. That's still taking place even to this day. But right now they're giving you like a taste of that old life that you had before March of 2020, right? They're giving you like a taste of that old life, you know, a little bit of it. But I think very shortly, I don't know when, you know, they could do it at any time. I think very shortly, again, probably most likely that they're going to shut everything down again. And I believe in Malaysia right now, they're actually already locked down, if I'm not mistaken. But with all these talks about the Delta variant thing, folks, you can expect more and more stories to come out talking about this. Um, I actually just made a community post about it too, and it's a pretty funny what they're saying about it now too. I'm not going to say it in this video, but you can expect another round of pretty much people going on social media, crying and complaining and acting like little babies, telling everybody to stay home and telling everybody to stop going outside. And if they really do plan on doing another lockdown, I'm not saying it's guaranteed. I just personally believe that they are going to do another wave of lockdowns again, just because of you know, just the recent predictive programming and you know, what they're talking about right now with this whole Delta variant thing. Keep in mind, it's not just one alleged variant that they're talking about. They're talking about the UK thing, the I believe they call that one the Alpha variant. You know, and then it's just so many things that they keep coming out with that they just want you to just be afraid of. And this crap is never going to end until people, you know, start standing their ground and start doing something about it. And like I've stressed a lot in my past videos, but I haven't brought this up in a while. The fact that this whole scam is still going on and taking place because of the main fact, or because of the fact that people are going along with it and people are doing everything that they're told. They're still listening to CNN. They're still listening. You know, there's still even people out there who still think that Dr. Fauci is a reliable source. There's still people out there who think that Bill Gates is telling them the truth. The same guy who told you that the next pandemic is going to be uh, you know, is going to end up getting attention, and that pretty much it's going to be worse, right? And then meanwhile, you have the head of the World Economic Forum hinting at a complete shutdown of the grid. You know, this would be the perfect time for them to flip the switch. The summertime, the summer starts in 2 days. It would be the perfect time for them to flip the switch, because in the summertime, you guys know that's when everybody's focused on having fun. Everybody's focused on having their vacations, going out, traveling, right? Doing all these different things. So don't be surprised if they flip the switch in the summertime. It's very possible. I'm not saying it's guaranteed, but it is very possible. And you guys do know that there are a lot of events coming up for July. The whole Polygon event on the 9th, or at least that's what they said on their website, the World Economic Forum website. And you have the whole Forever Purge thing coming out 7 days before that, on July 2nd. And just many other things too that I just don't remember off the top of my head that are coming up. But a lot of different things happening, and you have the whole situation in the west coast of the U.S. with the drought conditions and the water crisis, and farmers not being able to grow crops and not being able to grow more food. It's becoming difficult. They're already getting ready for this bigger crisis. And another thing that just happened too, that I just saw, is um, apparently major banks in Australia recently just suffered a major internet outage. I wouldn't call it major because it was for a short period of time. But pretty much the major Australian banks, you can look this up, you'll see some stories about it, apparently suffered from a recent internet outage. I believe it happened yesterday, and I just found out about it today. And JWTV, another great channel, both of his pages, JWTV and JWTV Show. Shout out to his page, great page. Another great page that'll keep you updated with what's going on. And another great page too is Fear No Man. Um, you know, again, a good pages that'll keep you updated with what's going on. But you know, this whole thing too, I think I just forgot about. Oh no, I just remembered what I was talking about. So the whole internet outage thing, right, with the Australian banks, the major Australian banks. They said that it was like some type of glitch, I believe that's what they said. And of course that's what they're going to say, but in reality, we know exactly what this is. And what it is them pretty much experimenting and already exercising and just pretty much seeing what happens, right? They're already like doing these little test runs and these warm ups. We're still in the warm up phase right now. They haven't flipped the switch completely just yet. But eventually they're going to. And when they do flip the switch, whenever they decide to pull the plug, whenever they decide to sweep the rug from everybody's feet, people are going to get caught off guard again. And I do feel like if they really do plan on shutting everything down again, I do think that it's going to be a way more stricter lockdown for sure. Like we already said before, 2020 was just a warm up. It was a test run. You guys really don't think that they're going to try to pull it off again after they got really, most people to comply with it and to just easily just bow down and go along with it, right? You guys don't think that they're going to try to do it again? I think that they will. I'm not saying it's guaranteed, but I think that it's very likely. So, um, if they really do this, just ignore those clowns that are going to be on social media, crying and telling everybody to stay home and to listen to the authorities and to do everything that their government tells them to do. Again, this is the same government that calls fast food, which contributes to disease, essential, right? And they call your small business non-essential. And then they fool you into thinking that this is about saving lives, right? Even though these things are still available and even though these things are still not banned, people can't see through it because they don't think for themselves. The fluoride has done its job perfectly. But be ready for everything, not even just this lockdown thing. That's just what I wanted, the main thing that I wanted to talk about today, because I think that it's something that's very likely to happen again, especially with everything that's happened last year. They easily got everybody. It was just a breeze for them. It was like pretty much a success for them because of the fact that they got most people to go along with it and to pretty much accept it. So, um, be ready for everything that these people have planned out, everything. And soon enough, it's going to come to a point where you're not going to be able to go on social media and, stay updated with everything that's taking place, because eventually it's going to come to a point where you're going to see the grid completely shut down. So you're going to have another form of communication, like maybe, like a good radio, good quality radio, or like a walkie-talkie that has a good distance, or radius, I believe that's what you call it. But you got to have these other forms of communication, because you're not going to be able to rely on your phone all the time, and you're not going to be able to rely on the internet to be up every single time, because eventually it will come to a point where that'll all be shut down. So you're going to have another way of being able to communicate with people, and another way also you have to be able to fight off threats, right? If somebody tries to break into your building or something, if you have like a threat, right? If there's a threat that's approaching your family or something, you're going to have to be able to fight off those threats. So, be grouped up with people that you can trust, like-minded people that you can trust, and don't be afraid, and continue to prepare in as much as possible. Learn those survival skills as much as possible. Get everything that you need now, because eventually it'll be too late. And I think we will definitely see another round of crazy panic buying, but be ready for what's coming. That's just what I think, though. I do think that there will be another wave of lockdowns again. I definitely don't think that they're done with that. Right now, they're fooling everybody into thinking that things are going back to normal, so that when they flip the switch, they can once again catch everyone off guard. And then most people won't even be ready for it, because, they decided to keep their heads in the sand and to pretend that things are sweet, and they bought they bought into the bait pretty much, right? So be ready for everything that's coming. I thank you guys for watching this video, and I'm out.